Hello, welcome to Lila's podcast, which is called Somebody Shut Me Up. You might see that there's this little mic here. It's because I got it off of something, what is it called? It's Temu. I got it off of Temu. The box was squished. It was really funny, and I just was like, okay. So that's basically the story behind that. You might be wondering why this is called Shut Me Up About Anniversary. It's because it's our anniversary. It's been a year. It's been a year since I started this, formally. I started setting everything up in, June 2023. Don't know my years. But now it, was formally introduced in August the 29th, but still this counts. So that's why we have a video episode. I actually want to try, doing these more because it's actually kind of funsies to, edit it instead of just having the, the audio. And also I could, do stuff. I could do my makeup and talk about it as well, which I'm going to take it off. Don't worry, I'm not going to look this crazy the whole time. I just did it on a TikTok live. That was fun. Didn't expect it to go that well. It wasn't popular. I had 6 viewers at most at one time, but I got gifts, and they don't really amount to much. You pay and then you get that. I feel 100 coins that would to buy a gift is $1. So imagine that. Imagine what I'm getting if someone sends me one coin gift or 5 coin gift. They're usually 5 coins. That means I made 21 cents, which is great. Honestly, money is money, and I will take what I get. Thank you. That sounded a little weird, didn't it? I don't know. Anyway, there's always this one person that comments on that account. I don't go on my main account, don't worry, and do not try to look me up because I will not come up because I don't have that many followers, I don't think. So you're welcome. Honestly, I don't really know how I started makeup. I used to hate it. For dance recitals, it would be oh my god, you gotta put on makeup. I would be no girl, I'm not putting on makeup. I would hate it. I was that's for girls. That's for girls who want to be girly and girl. And I hated it. I would not put on any makeup, and then I would get yelled at for it because I wouldn't get yelled at. But I would be critiqued for not having enough lipstick on or something because girl, I hated makeup. But now, guess what? Sorry if you could hear me twice. I don't think you could because it was a little quiet, but we'll cut this out if you can't even hear it. Yeah. I just hated it. Do you get it? I hated it. So I don't, I guess Drag Race probably got me into it. Why do I keep raising my lip like that? I've never seen that happen before because I don't look at myself this much. Can you imagine me not looking at myself this much? Okay, anyway. It was probably Drag Race because I remember I went to a drag show when it was in 2020, the summer maybe. The summer. I look like Kermit. And I remember that was the most amazing experience of my life. I will not forget that. I went with some problematic people not at the time. I knew they were problematic actually. Can you look? They were problematic. They're problematic now. But we're not going to talk about that because this is about me. Sorry, I really had to call them out. I just always have to. It's a thing. But I went and girl, one of them talked to me. My favorite drag queen talked to me, and I was on the little big screen because it was in a parking lot of King of Prussia, and I was in a little pen. There was little bars. It was a fence. I was fenced in, and it was metal, and that's where I had to sit. and she was talking to me on the other side, and I was like, oh my god, is this real? And I forget what she said to me because I probably blanked out. She was probably like, are you stupid? And I was like, yes, of course I'm stupid. I would jump off a bridge for you. That's probably what I was doing. Yeah. Can you hear the crickets? They're like real loud around my house because I got a lot of trees. So, you know, I'm going to start taking off my makeup. It's going to make noise, but it's fine because you can see what's making noise. And then when I got back from the drag show, I was so depressed. Because, like, I guess I've been waiting my, like, whole life to, like, see a drag queen in real life because that's who I am. I'm a drag queen. And I was like, why do I have to be separated from my family? Like, these are my people. This is my calling. And I was separated from them, and I was like, no. So I was literally in my bed, like always, for, like, several days. And I was like, I cannot do this. Imagine, like, me, 13, being like, I can't get out of bed. I can't do that. Which literally was what happened, so whatever. But, like, still, it was sad. And then I watched Grey's Anatomy, and that made me actually happier because I think it distracted me a little bit because I kept watching drag queen videos, and I was like, I can't do this, I can't watch. And then I started watching drag queen makeup tutorials, and I was like, I could literally do this. So I picked up a glue stick, started gluing down my eyebrows. That was really fun. I have a picture of it somewhere. Hopefully I can show it. I looked like a clown, which I still do most of the time, like when I'm doing this kind of stuff. But it was, like, bad. Like, I used, like, not loose. It was, like, it wasn't, like, a loose kind of, like, setting powder. It was, like, powder you, like, put all over your face to, like, make it stay. What is that called? I don't know. It's not called setting powder, is it? I don't know. But I would do that. I put it on over the glue, and then I put on, like, this really, like, heavy concealer, like Tarte concealer over it, and I was like, yes, this is so good. I knew it wasn't good, but I was so happy because, like, I got to, like, do something that I really loved for once. For once, damn. I didn't mean to say it like that. Like, I was so excited because I was, like, doing stuff that my, like, other people that I loved did. I was like, this is so cool. So I think that's how it started. And also I tried to make my lips bigger with, like, what's it called? Lipstick. Duh. With lipstick, I tried to make my lips bigger. Looks like a clown. Tried to do a look that I saw on Drag Race. Looks like a clown. So hopefully I can show those on here if I can find them. If I can't, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to be looking at me using a makeup wipe that is hurting really bad. I always have to use a makeup wipe because, like, it literally is it's so great. Like, it gets up everything and it's, like, right there. If you want to look at my makeup, here it is. You're welcome. I'm a little stained because the pink that I use is very, like, pigmented. I got it at, like, a freaking Dollar Tree. I don't know. It was just there. So I said, let me pick this up. And it was full of colors. And I was like, oh, this is my journey to being a makeup artist. Just kidding. I'm not really that into it. I don't think I could do it on anyone else except myself. I was thinking about that when I was taking a nap over there before I was closing my eyes. And I was like, what would it feel like to put on makeup on someone else? Because I've never done that. I was like, do I have to, like, wipe it? I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I feel like I would be bad with the symmetry because I'm already bad with symmetry on my face. So it's like, are you really sure about that? My lips are so dry right now. It's actually insane. I used the House Labs, like, shake something. She promoted it when she was touring. She was like, oh my god, it's, like, glossy and it stays on your lips. Like, the gloss doesn't come off. And when you touch it, it's not sticky. Girl, it's sticky right now. Like, hello? She wore it every single show. She was like, look at my lips. And I was like, okay, girl. I'll buy it then. Didn't like it. Don't like it. Just kidding. I just wore it. What am I talking about? This week, I filmed an episode that will be coming out next week, not next week, in 2 weeks, because I thought we needed a break. Like, if I did guest and then guest again, it would just be kind of weird. So I said guest anniversary guest. Doesn't that make sense? But this week I did that. I'll talk about it more later, but it was just funny. It was fun. You have something to look forward to. And then I also, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I have notes. I have things to go through. It's like therapy, but like I use the notes that I have for my podcast for therapy. So I'm like, oh, I could talk about this and she can tell me how I can differ it. It's really fun. I went to a summer camp again for children. Very problematic. I probably talked about it in the other episode, but like I don't want to go tomorrow. It's Thursday and I do not want to go again tomorrow. Like, it's 4 hours. Then that's not that long, because it used to be like 6. And that was a lot for little children. But for some reason it's like worse this year. Like, the kids just keep getting worsely behaved. That's a word. They just keep getting worse with their behavior. I don't know what's going on. I wouldn't do a good job of raising a child, so I can't really say anything. But yeah, I've already talked about how I feel about children and how I don't think I would be a good parent. I just think it's too hard. I'm going to talk about it again. I think it's too hard. Like, I physically could not do it. Physically, like, baby, probably couldn't do that. I could probably take care of one. Like, I can babysit. Like, I can babysit your child if you want. Like, I'm pretty good with kids, because I've been doing my little summer camp thing for about 3 years. So this is kind of a promotion for me to be a babysitter for your children. If you have children, or a cat, I could be a cat sitter or a dog sitter or a bird sitter. I could be all of those. But there's always a but. I couldn't raise one, because they would end up like me, or a little worse. Honestly, I would probably let them do a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't. And then if I didn't let them do that stuff, then they would be like, fuck you, Mom. I'd be like, lower the language. And then they wouldn't do that. So that's what I'm thinking. But I could be totally wrong and they would love me, but because they're my children. Hopefully they love me. They're my children. Sorry, I'm kind of getting off track here. I've been doing my summer work for school. I actually started reading the book that I was supposed to be reading a while ago. Still haven't finished it. I only have like 40 pages left, so it's going really well. I usually just search a PDF of the book because I can't read for some reason. And it helps me like digest it more. Like, I can comprehend it more than if I was just reading a book. It happens like that. So, I want to talk about this just for a second. I don't do shrooms. I would never do shrooms. I don't endorse doing shroom. I don't endorse smoking or drinking. I probably did at one point, but not anymore. I probably did. You know, like when I was like in my cool person phase, like, oh, I never did it fully. I never was like, bleh. You know, I don't really want to get into that, but there was a point where I was like, yeah, totally. If you're drinking, that's totally fine. I'm totally cool with that. If it's your decision, but I don't endorse it, okay?
I remember one of my friends said, you only drink to get drunk, and that really changed the way I thought about things. So thank you to that friend. That's it. I just wanted to say that real quick because I forgot to say that.
Shrooms. Don't do them. Me, personally. I do not do them. I don't endorse it, and I will never. Because they're bad. Because they make you bad. But there is a turtle. See, this is the turtle's back. This is the turtle, and I thought it was cute colors, and it makes my room more mellow, my mother said. It makes it more chill. That's what she said, something like that. So I agree with her. It makes it more chill because the other one that used to be there was blue and yellow and orange, which is a lot. Just kidding, it's not. I don't know. It was a sun and a moon, and it's hello. It's been there for 3 years, so it's still under there because I felt bad for it. Like, I didn't want to take it down. Also, there's probably bugs under it. Like, I don't know. Girl, stop. But yeah. Also, I'm looking at myself and I'm just really pretty. I just wanted to say that someone on my live said I'm pretty. So if you don't think I'm pretty, then someone does. So, and yeah, we also had auditions for, what's it called? Our show that I keep promoting on my podcast that you should come to if you're in the area. For some reason, just really had a problem with them this year because I was really anxious. Usually I'm not anxious, which is weird because I didn't have the medicine that I have now that makes me less anxious. So it would be like the opposite. Like, I would be more anxious if I didn't have the medicine so at auditions. But I was more anxious this year because who knows? But they always make me nervous because I'm in front of my superiors. I'm in front of people that I love so much and I don't want to disappoint them. And it's like really bad because I have really bad problems with that. I'm like, I can't disappoint anyone. I have to be perfect at all times. That's my thing. Also, one of the kids today at camp was like, this isn't right. And she was cutting out like a triangle and she only like missed like one part of it. And I was like, girl, you're too hard on yourself. You're like me. And she was like, I'm not like you. We have totally different personalities. And I was like, hello, what is that supposed to mean? Okay. We're going to take a break. Do you like dancing? Do you really, really, really like dancing? Well, you're going to love a chance to dance because it gives people in the Coach Emotion Dance Company a chance to dance. And it's really fun because there's going to be popular songs, there's going to be really fun songs, there's going to be dancey songs, there's going to be not any country songs, sorry for the country lovers, but there will be songs for you. You will find a song for you, and you will find a dance for you, and you'll probably find lovely dancers on the stage that just mesmerize you, including myself, because I'm amazing at dancing. So please come. It's September 22nd, I think. I'm not sure. It's on a Sunday. It's September 22nd. I know it's September 22nd. More info to come. I know I keep saying that, but it's really early for more info. So just please be patient, okay? Thank you. I'm back. I had a panic attack at dance. I usually have panic attacks at dance a lot because it's a stressful atmosphere for me for some reason. Not the people, not anything about the people, not anything about people telling me, like, being mean to me or something. It's me. It's all me always. It's me, like, in my own head, not thinking the right thoughts and getting into that space where I'm like, I'm horrible, I suck, I'm terrible, and all of that. And I can't do it. That was a big one. I can't. Like, I was really screaming that in my bed the other day. I was having a panic attack and I was like, I can't. So there's a little thing for you. Probably, see, oversharing is my thing. I love oversharing. But the panic attack was mostly caused by me being sad about my friends leaving me because all of them are going to college and like literally my whole entire friend group ever is leaving, like my school friends and my dance friends. So I was like, that was when it really hit me. And now whenever I cry, I think about that too, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? Thankfully, it's my last year at high school. If you did, thank God that saved because my phone just died and I thought I was going to have to redo everything, so that's great. Anyway, obviously I'm not graduating this year. I have another year left, so that's really fun. Really excited about that. Really wish I didn't have to go to school, but it's okay because everyone wishes they didn't have to go to school, so I'm on the same track as everyone else. Okay, that's really disgusting. But I always say that. I don't like that. Can someone, like, stop doing that? Can someone get me to stop doing that? Anyway, I get really mad at people easily all of a sudden. Like, I get irritated, and it's not good. Like, I should really stop doing that because what am I going to do at school when everyone's being a fucking asshole and I'm just here being a cute little girly who just wants to get her work done? Like, the fuck? What am I supposed to do? So I keep telling my therapist about it, and she's like, it's okay, just, like, identify what's making you angry, and then it'll be okay. Like, no. You don't understand. I get mad as soon as I get mad. It's mad, angry, bad, irritated, agitated. I could have dementia. Sorry if that's triggering. I probably shouldn't have said that. If you want to be a guest, that is literally a thing. I know I said this last episode I was with myself, but you can Zoom now. That's an option on the Google form. You can Zoom me like we are in school from the pandemic. You can also just come into my basement and meet my dog, which is really fun because he loves everyone that comes. And he also goes into the basement. So that's really fun. And the basement is very fun. It's all geometric and fun. So I would encourage you to go shopping downstairs in my basement. I don't know what that means. I hold you captive until you give me your life story, and that's basically it. So if you would like to come to my house, that's what's gonna happen. Just kidding. I don't hold anyone captive. Unless you don't do anything, then you have to tell me something. Like, what's the point of you wanting to do the podcast then? Anyway, one day I forgot to take my meds, and then I had a full-on, like, crazy thing going on back there. It was, like, me, like, melting down. I'm not one of those people that forgets to take their meds. Like, I take my meds, and I don't, like, skip them. I'm not one of those girlies that's like, oh, I don't need them. Like, girl, I need them. Like, without them, I would be, like, what I was back there. Sorry, I'm, like, pointing back there because that's where it all went down. I was literally, like, sobbing and, like, moving around and, like, I was partying. No, it was bad. I was like, I can't. That's when I was like, I can't. I just kept saying that, and I was screaming in my pillow. There's still mascara on one of my pillows because I was crying off my mascara. That was really fun. So, yeah, I hate when I don't take my meds because they work great. I got many, and they work fantastic together. They're so cutesy. They're like my friend group. Everyone plays their part, and everyone comes together, and everyone has fun. That's what my meds are like. Happy anniversary, by the way, to my podcast, because that is a thing. Also, I wanted a job at Spencer's. I applied to so many places. It's not even funny. I applied to like at least 10 places. At 3 a.m, I was sitting on my bed and I was like, I want to be here. It was crazy, and I didn't get a response from a lot of them for like a month. So, am I supposed to like get a job when you're not responding to me? I have high expectations. You should want me to work at your store. And Spencer's didn't get back to me for like a month. And I was like, okay, great. I can have an interview with them because they love me. They literally said they love me. And I was like, that's great. Then my mommy said, you know, these little sex toys there, right? And I was like, I know. That's why I want to work there. Just kidding. I just wanted to work there because there's cool shit there. And I just thought it would be funny. If where do you work? Spencer's. Like, that's funny. That's fun. Like, that's cool and funny. Like, I'm not harassing you if you work at Spencer's. Like, that's not what I mean. But, like, it's cool. But then I just canceled it because I felt bad. My mom was, like, really not having it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. She said I could still do the interview. But, like, no. It's like, okay. The other job that I had an interview for a while ago in, like, the beginning of June never said anything back to me, so I'd never had a job this summer, never got money, so I'm left with like $2. Just kidding, I have money, I swear. I'm just not gonna tell you how much money. It's kind of weird. So another thing that happened at the summer camp, someone just asked the camp director how much money they made. I mean, I know children don't know the boundaries of that, but still, it was funny. Anyway, I did an interview for Aeropostale. It was online, and I used this mic. They were like, we can't hear you. And I was like, you really want me to come into your store and do an interview? Because I loved doing that online interview because it was just like, what's the question? It gave me 10 seconds to think about an answer, and then I got to answer in like a minute, and it was really fun. I liked it, and I had great answers. And also, if I worked there, I could like wear like cute little outfits. I could be like stylish. No, they didn't want me either. It's okay. I'll find a job somewhere. I'm really having a great time. All right. I think that's it. Happy anniversary to you and your family. Please celebrate by by following and rating the podcast. That's a great way to do that, and also follow me on Instagram because that's where all the fun happens. Okay. See you later. Love you. Have a great day. Bye bye. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.